Gemini. Chasing material gain at the cost of deeper connections. Uh-oh. That's the shadow. Valuing wealth over emotional bonds. Oh my God. Profit prioritize, heart overlooked. Okay, now we gotta take care of that. All right, whoever that's for. Goodness. It doesn't have to be a Gemini. It could be anyone harnessing that energy. Uh-oh. Okay, now this came out for Taurus. Okay, so if you have a partner that's a Taurus or a Scorpio, are you neglecting them? Okay, that's a question here. What situations or relationships in my life require me to let go of the past and move forward? Transition, moving on. Okay, see? Any kind of distortions of the past, it's like, what is causing me to funk up my life with these past distortions that I won't let go of, right? Are we holding on to some things? Because this is saying you need to let go. What situations or relationships in my life require me to let go of the past and move forward? Transition, moving on, travel, progress, and personal growth. Okay. Okay. I feel like there's a sense of overwhelmment here for somebody. Let me see that. This is like a funky worldview. That's what I'm getting with this card. Okay, so what about that? Conflict, winning at all costs, betrayal, and manipulation. Okay, I feel like that's how you're being viewed by some people or someone. Conflict and betrayal. Okay. Okay, and this is like, no, that's not the real me. The real me is a lover. I am the lover. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Okay, so what does this card say? Is there a potential for a romantic relationship or a creative project? Okay. So I feel like this was coming up in another reading. It was like, if you have a partner, spend time developing that connection. Okay, romance, charm, creativity, emotional sensitivity. And you're for both creatives, right? I feel like doing some sort of thing together will improve the connection. Okay. And through that connection, I feel like there would be some sort of wish fulfillment here. Okay. Satisfaction, emotional fulfillment, material comfort, and gratitude. So I feel like if your personal relationship was in order, right? And you could release some of these material distortions for some of you, I feel like you could be in that happy place. Okay. Okay, so this is for someone. So they don't like that aggressive energy. Yeah, they want you to approach them from an emotional space, an open space, a vulnerable place, a delicate place. They don't want you to be like this egomaniac. Sorry, I have to read what's here. Not, yeah. Okay. And then, so the other thing is, you have to practice at being more honest with yourself. If you can be more honest with yourself, then that could translate into being more honest or sincere, even. It doesn't have to be honest, more sincere with others. Because sometimes for people, perspectives are relative. Okay, so um, yeah, it's like work on being more sincere because I feel like people can see through the BS. Yeah, see introspection, contemplation, dissatisfaction, and apathy. What are the new possibilities that I'm not seeing? Okay, it says be bold and curious. Be eager to explore the world around you and learn new things. Now, for some of you, you could have traveled the world and had a bad experience, and that could have been why it was reversed. What new ideas or perspectives am I currently exploring? Okay. So I feel like you were on the right track there. Okay. And that could be like, okay, now for someone that could be obsessed of being wanted to, obsession of what? Wanting to be loved by the world, but it falling short. Okay, and what can change that? It's like, watch your communication. Are you just blurting out old things that you've had on a, a hamster wheel tape, right? Okay. What opportunities are coming your way? Movement, action, rapid change, travel, and communication. Okay. Yeah, because I feel like for somebody, and this is Queen Wands reverse, it's like if you don't come up with the right conversation here, or right words to move with your person, this could be a man or a woman. I feel like there's going to be a disconnect here. Yeah. So if you could do those things, you could have a positive outcome. Oh, that's interesting because I think Taurus had this reading. Taurus, are you dealing with a Scorpio or a Taurus? That's what I'm getting. Yeah, it's like you're not trying to find the Casanova kind of words, but the kind of words that are sincere and from the heart. And start practicing that. If you do that at home, then it's going to be easier when you get out in the world, okay? And if you've been aggressive and in different places and you haven't had a positive outcome, then you might want to take a look at that. Yeah, it's like asking you to end that so that you can bring in your victory. That was the Scorpio for someone that popped out. Now, for some of you, this is like family stuff, taxes, sex, and yeah. So try a more loving approach, is what's coming up here. A more loving approach. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting introspection with this card. What insights can you gain from spending time alone or in solitude? Okay. Yeah, I was getting that in a reading. It's like if I think it was this reading. It was like if you're go 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 all the time, right? Um, ask yourself, when was the last time I had time just for me, right? Ask yourself that. Yeah, because it's calling for healing there. See, and that's the thing. If you if you take the time to heal or mend the things that are important to you, and the Scorpio sign could be family dynamics. Okay, so if you can do that, then it will be easier to move with spontaneity, right? And clarity. There won't be a question or a cloud over which path to take and what to do. Your mind will be clear. Your energy will be clear. Truth will naturally flow with you because that's your way of being. And that's where you have the breakthrough energy. Yeah, that's how you release unhealthy connections, toxicity, and then because you're personally free, right? You have space for love. Okay, this is where you release, overcome addictions. What am I addicted to, right? Can I break free from this? Have I gotten into a career that feels like a dead end? Okay, what can I do in my love life to bring to um, renew the love? That's what I'm getting. Right? Okay, let's see what else. Yeah. So it's like, connections are like a skill, and you have to tinker away at it, right? Develop it, love it, nurture it, right? And you may feel like an apprentice in any of those things, no matter how old you are. Even if you're the emperor, you could feel like um, apprentice, right? Okay, so if you keep working diligently, right, and um, hone your craft, I feel like you will have success here. All right, let's leave it there. For some of you, you've had so many burdens. You have to release some of that and hand it over to spirit. All right, how can I simplify my life? That's a question. Simplify your life and focus on what truly matters. Declutter your mind. Oh my God, how do they do that? And surroundings for greater clarity and effectiveness. I leave you with that.